I cannot tell you you need 10 or 20 or 50, but it will depend on the level of passing. Like if they say medicine, we have a cutoff point of 50. You must have obtained that. And I was trying to take you through the process of calculating your points. So definitely you'll be able to judge yourself. For instance, if you want law, and they have set law at 57 points. So you'll have to calculate. The level of passing in the country will determine who goes for law, and in consideration of the available positions. But for us, like I said, at National Council, we set minimum requirements. We don't set maximum. And like I said, you may even get 4 principal passes, but you still don't get government sponsorship. And yet for us, our minimum is 2 principal passes. So madam, work hard if you want government. Which course do you want to study at university?
I want to go for climatology, or I do any course in agriculture.
So you are going to work hard to ensure that which are the relevant subjects? You want agriculture and what? What is your?
I'm offering gear.
Gear. So you have geography and agriculture, and I want to assume those are the essentials. You are going to score good marks to ensure that you meet the cutoff points. So you aim at A's and B's. But where is that course offered? Have you checked a university which is offering it?
Like for agriculture, I was told you I can go to Bristol University.
Okay, fine. Bristol University is here. Ask them those questions. Another question.
Thank you, Mrs. Mary. Let me just ask you about the 5 passes. What are those 5 passes? And on top of that, in case you did not fill the JACA form, now is there any negotiation after you see you've scored like 18 points or 20?
Friends, I have said that the passes, let me go slowly. My daughter always complains that I speak very fast. I'm going to say this slowly. And even friends who came in later, don't ask me the same question. I have said for you to join a bachelor's degree, you need 2 principal passes as minimum. You must, if you have scored below, then you cannot even go near attempting to get a bachelor's, to apply for a bachelor's degree directly. And 5 passes obtained at 1 sitting. And I have said that the passes, the standard does not specify whether these are credits or distinctions or passes. But I have said as long as there is no misbehaving 6, this 6 which looks down instead of sitting. So all the passes, you have obtained them. But remember, in calculating them, there is a way they score, okay? Like a distinction scores a different score from a pass. But for us, we are saying at the minimum level, you must have had 5 passes. But also, by the way, or what? So don't say, how about National Council just said passes? For us, we set the lowest where you are not supposed to go below. And then you asked another one about job, if you did not apply for job. Why don't you fill job forms when they are brought to you? And then you want to run around. Please complete job forms at the time when they are required. There have been at times instances when people have turned, but I don't know whether it is still there. But please complete, because everyone will see that you are just gambling. Complete the job forms, pick your best choices, such that when the results come and you have 20, you are not now trying to gamble around. Okay? 2, 3, and we...
Given, take a scenario, you are doing exams from Bali, and they are saying, from Mbale here, and they are saying, for you to qualify for district quotas, you have to do the senior six in your homeland district for you to qualify for that. Is it true or they are just rumors?
It is true. If you want to compete for district quota, compete for the quota where you are best. Because you are disadvantaging. You have come to Mbale, you have come to one of the best schools, and somebody is there in my village struggling, and then you want to take the same marks there. Because the whole aim of the district quota is to support people from those unprivileged. Probably by the time you came to Mbale, maybe parents, you are better off. So compete in Mbale for the quotas.
Some of us are on bursaries in those schools.
Then you'll get another one, but basically the district quotas are for people at the district. People have tried, but we have also realized that somebody takes his son to a good school and says he will compete because he knows that maybe like my village where I come from, there are these schools which are disadvantaged, people are struggling. But if he takes you to SMAC, he's sure at least you'll obtain a 16 and therefore qualify. These ones are for trying to balance access, equity, for supporting people from disadvantaged areas. So as of now, the quotas work for the districts where you have some. If you want to study from here, go and register and sit from that district. Yes. I am going to take strictly 3, and then I'll let you go.
Yes, thank you so much. I would like to inquire about this. Like, for example, when I happen to join one of the institutions for higher education, and it so happens that somebody who has been supporting me in my studies in that institution maybe loses that what could make him, or that person passes off. Is there a way that that institution or the government can help me out?
Now you're asking me personal questions, which are just scenario issues that may happen or may not happen. Anything can happen. Those ones are called what? It seems you are an insurer where you predict that while I study, my parent, my guardian may pass on, but the guardian may not pass on. So those are case-by-case scenarios which you can handle with the university administration and see how you are supported. So these ones are not for National Council. But the National Council for Higher Education is big. It is the regulator of higher education in the entire country. It deals with those standards at that level. But institutions at the institutional level have their own policies. So the National Council will not come in to say, please let this child study, but the institution will have their policies on how they can support on such scenarios. You spoke? Okay. Second last, I'm taking only one.
Thanks for the opportunity granted. Mayor, I would like to inquire you only one thing is that you talked of the approval of universities. So if it happens that I've registered in a university which is not approved by the National Council for Higher Education, and I was not well versed of it that is not approved, then I've graduated in that university, how will the National Council help me?
Friends, I want to repeat. I said National Council, usually when we write, we even put note in capital and even we bold it. That's why we are giving this information. We would like you to be conscious, even tell your brothers and your uncle, cousins about this. This is the gospel. That when you study from a university or an institution which is not approved by National Council for Higher Education, the qualification is not recognized. You can cry, maybe we can advise you to negotiate with the institution to pay for you in a recognized institution. Same if you start a program, a course which National Council has not approved. You can negotiate with the institution to pay for you and you start afresh. So that's why basically we are doing this. We want you to be aware that there are institutions which teach when they are not supposed to teach. There are institutions even which we have approved but go on to teach unapproved courses. So if you find yourself there, you know that you are going to have your paper, chipapula. You never take it to obtain a job. You will never take it to study for career progression. So what do you have to do, you? That's where I started from. I said, ensure that when you are enrolling in an institution, one, it's accredited. It's licensed to teach in Uganda. And after ascertaining the license status of the institution, then ascertain the status of the course you are going to study. Let me use course. For us, we use programs. If you want to do a Bachelor of Medicine at Busitema University, please check if this program is accredited by the National Council for Higher Education. If you do it without knowing and it's not accredited, that is it. If you enter without meeting the minimum requirements I've talked about, maybe an institution admits you without the minimum of 2 principal passes or 5 passes, your qualification will never be recognized anywhere in the world, not only in Uganda. Because even if you have to be recognized elsewhere in Uganda, the other counterpart in the other country in the world will first ask National Council. So I think I've answered that. I was taking the last question and then we'll go to the stores. Is it there? Okay, let me take that. Where is the microphone? That is the very last. The other questions, go and ask institutions. They are there, take time and interact. We are here. You can see us, Dr. Olive, Dr. Martin, Dr. Nyait. David is here. We are here. We are a big team. We can still interact. Please go on.
Thank you. So I wanted to inquire about course choice. Like someone doing BCG wants to go for a course like maybe medicine and surgery. That person has the essentials but lacks the relevant and has the desired. So is it possible for that person to go for that course?
The person has what?
Has the essential subjects. That's biology, chemistry. And then coming to the relevant, he doesn't have, because the relevant may be mathematics and physics. He doesn't have. Then has the desired subjects. So is that person...
How would that happen? You failed them or you did not do them?
I'm not doing them at a level.
You didn't do them at A level?
Okay, the question is someone doing biology, chemistry, and geography.
Yes.
Wants to go for medicine and surgery. So if we come to the requirements, the essential subjects for medicine and surgery, biology, chemistry.
Geography is the desirable or it's others. When I was talking about the weights, I said they are essentials. And we are using the example of medicine. We have used biology and chemistry, mostly for the health sciences. That is what it is. And we have said the desirables are chemistry and they are physics and mathematics and what? Those desirables. But either you do not have them, you have your geography, which is a desirable. For us, we will score you. We will calculate your weights using what you have. We cannot calculate what you don't have. And therefore, if it happens that you do not have the desirables, it will disadvantage your weighting, the weight. You'll have your essentials, maybe you have you have 6 times 3, you have 18. You have 6 times 3, you have another 18, that is 36. Then we look for relevant, you don't have. So we go to desirable, which where you could even have got an A, we will multiply it times 1. You will add. So what comes out of the subjects you have pursued, you have studied, will be subjected to the weighting, to the cutoff point. So as you place your choices, I can only say, make sure you are placing your choices in consideration of the weighting, of how weights will be calculated. We are not going to turn geography into irrelevant when it's not relevant. Okay? So career masters, even at this level, you should guide these people as well as O levels. That if somebody wants to take a particular combination for a particular career, he should have obtained this, such that the person is advantaged by either having all essentials or having the relevancies. I think I will stop here. And the parents, the Mbale parents, at this juncture, I would like to let you go. I would like to let you go. This is a high school. I like the names. The other ones were Nkoma SS. There was Mbale SS. I have interacted with the parents. The Nkoma ones told me they were the giants. These people told me they were the parents, that they were parents of all. Now we are going to have the high. By the way, they have a similar name like us, Higher. We are the National Council for Higher. National Council for Higher Education. Now we have Mbale High. Yeah, Dr. I want to recognize Dr. Olive Nyoro. Please stand up. She's from Mbale High School. And she works with the standards and equating the Department of Standards and Qualifications. Wow, you are indeed high. But Dr. Onyait had his students in the previous, and I know they are teachers who are his students. Me, I not study here, but I would have wanted to study in Mbale High because I want high things. But anyway, as we set off the team from the parents, the Mbale parents, I hope you have obtained a bottle of water. I always say this. When we are young, we have a lot of energy. It pays to use that energy the right way. Please use your energy to do the right things. Avoid things which will distract you. I have always told these people, I don't know that you understand some Uganda, that good things are in front. There is a song which says, "Ebirungi biri maso." You know it. You see, I can even sing. So, but I'm trying to tell you that good things are ahead. Do whatever you do with this vigor, the energy you have. If you misuse the energy when you get to our level, it will be too late. Take care of yourselves. There are so many things which are distracting you. Those days you used to talk about our girls getting pregnant, and then you are not worried about the boys. But there are also now these things of GBI teach you, which now are distracting our boys and spoiling them. Please be keen. If you see somebody coming to you with that nonsense, just open your eyes and say, you, keep away from those things. Girls, let's have the babies when we are ready for them. That they will break your chests and backs. Not so? I can't let you go. You will say now higher education exhibition. But I've also told you that one. If you want to get annoyed, get annoyed. I want to wish you the best in this exhibition. I want to let you go interact with the institutions. Be keen. Every store you go to, UBTEB, tell me what is UBTEB. As a student, how can I gain? Ask them those questions. Because I've seen people fearing to ask. Yeah. And I have said, you want us? We are here. So I will let you go. If you have not obtained a bottle of water, you obtain a bottle of water. They got, okay. So we have ushers, they will direct you to. The team from the high school, you phoned me midway and I will complete and hand over completely. Dr. Onyait, let me finish this group and then I'll hand over for the day. In that region where we stay, they say, that this speech where you are shouting across is for people who are quarreling. So can I have these seats occupied? And as I welcome you to the 14th Higher Education Exhibition, but the first of its kind in a region, and we started with Mbale, I would like to know what brings you here, people from Mbale High School. What are your expectations as you walk in here? And I'll pick it up from there. David, where is the microphone? And we get expectations. Why are you here? Is it a day out at Mbale High School? Or you are here to obtain, you have a reason why you are here? Those people who came earlier told us they were expecting food. They wanted food. And we said, okay, but we knew the lunch is there and we want to do it very fast. But we also know that they have packed, I saw some lunch boxes being got out of the bus. So we want to eat that food when it is still fresh. What is this microphone, David? What's the microphone? And I'm going to send, since I am your teacher, please stand up and you can give it to a person who I was going to send. Please help me. Why are you people here? What do you expect from us? Is it a day out?
Thank you for the opportunity granted. Thank you for the opportunity granted. We are Mbale High students, A-level. We have many expectations from you people. And the fact is, we are here so that you mentor us or you lead us to know the way forward where we are going. Many of us, we are hoping to join the universities. As well, you have told us a few words later, because you have said that there are some institutions which are not allowed, and that one can make my day. Thank you.
Okay. But we are here to give information. We are going to give you direction, like you said. That is the reason why we gather you here. Another person? The person with my microphone, tell me. Let me look for a prefect here who can help me move the microphone. Class counselor. Can you help? Oh, you want to write? Okay, it's okay. I'll move it. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Madam, for the opportunity granted.
And that is His Excellency. Your Excellency, I recognize your presence here.
Thank you, Madam. We, as Mbale High School, we are here specifically A-levelers to be guided as we have chosen different combinations and the careers as we complete our advanced certificate of education, the way forward after the certificate. Thank you so much.
I am glad. If you look at the screen, that's what we planned. May I have the screen, please? May I have the screen? So our objective today is to do that, and all the information you have, all the information that you have given, your responses point to that. We are glad that you know why you are here. We want to guide you. We want to give you information to guide your career choices. So your expectations, I have got them from you. But I would like to introduce myself to you first. I am Mary Innocent Tumwesige Asimwe. I am the innocent girl at National Council. I'm the only one. Mary Innocent Tumwesige Asimwe is for my sweetheart, for my husband. The official one, eh? Yeah, and at the National Council for Higher Education, I work in the Department of Institutional Licensing and Accreditation. Institutional licensing is the department that grants permission to institutions to operate, teach, and do this business at higher education, universities, tertiary, and so on. That's the department where I work. I am a senior higher education officer. As well, I head that department of institutional licensing and accreditation. Accreditation is another level. Once we have given permission to start, we also have to grant you a higher level to confirm that you've heard of things like charters. That is another level. Provisional we give you to begin with. Then we can process, look at the way you work and so on, and then we can grant you a charter or a certificate of classification as an institution. Next. But I was saying the National Council for Higher Education is a government body or organization which is responsible for higher education in Uganda. It is responsible, like I started, for granting permission to institutions or people wishing to run institutions to operate in Uganda. So what does that mean? It means that without the permission of the National Council for Higher Education, you are not supposed to teach. You are not supposed to operate, to do your business. Money you are awarding courses, giving people. You are not. If you happen to go to such an institution, then you will have obtained the paper, H-Papula. A paper which you cannot use to obtain a job, which you cannot use to go for further studies. It will be your paper. You can keep it and look at it, but it has no value. We also, as National Council, approve courses. I call them courses of study. Sometimes we call them programs. What are courses of study? These programs, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Education, those courses which are taught. We must check and satisfy ourselves that what you are going to teach to the learners is relevant to the Ugandan economy, and you are going to teach properly, and you have the requirements, you have the facilities, the equipment, the teachers who are going to teach that course. And therefore, for you, what does it mean if, for example, you studied from a program which is not accredited by National Council for Higher Education? It will mean that you will also obtain an illegal qualification. Similarly, a qualification that will not be recognized anywhere for jobs, for studies, and so on. Okay? The people there, I wanted to have my PowerPoint, but I can't see it. May I have my PowerPoint? The presentation, the screens are black. Okay. So basically, that's what National Council does. Anything by higher education institutions should be sanctioned by the National Council for Higher Education. Programs, I've talked about them. And I have said qualifications from unrecognized institutions will not be recognized anywhere. So you people, that's what you need to take home. You study from an institution not recognized, you have wasted your time, you have grown. But we also allow institutions, for example, to work together. There's what we call affiliating. For instance, if Mbale, let's use UCC Tororo, wants to teach with Busitema, we are the ones to check and grant that permission. It's called affiliation. But the programs taught must be accredited by National Council for Higher Education. We also equate qualifications. Equation is like looking at qualifications obtained elsewhere outside Uganda. For you to have your qualification have value, even if you have obtained wherever in the world, the National Council must look at it and satisfy itself that it is of equal standard, equal semblance with the other qualifications. So you come with your qualification, we have our qualification where your OG, Dr. Olive Ronyoro, comes from. Works in the standards. So they are the ones who look at those qualifications and say it's from Germany. Yes, they meet the minimum for our programs as National Council, and therefore determine this person can actually be granted an engineering, bachelor's in engineering or medicine. So we do all that as National Council. But for you, if you wish to study outside Uganda, you need to confirm that the institution where you are going to study from is accredited by the responsible body. All countries now have an equivalent, a similar body to National Council, which regulates their higher education. They also approve institutions, they also approve courses of study. So as you move there, make sure that these institutions are approved. These programs you are going to study are approved for study. Again, you'll go, if you study, you'll have enjoyed, you'll have toured if you do not go to a recognized institution. Another function that I want to talk about is setting minimum admission requirements. And this concerns you. For the bachelor's degree, we have set the minimum standards for entry at 2 principal passes at A level, obtained at the same sitting, and 5 passes obtained at O level at the same sitting. And we have said that for us, our standard does not say they are either credits or distinctions, but we have said that they must be passes and not 9. The 9 is excluded. So once you have the 5, you can use them. You have met our minimum. By the way, I have said the National Council for Higher Education sets the minimum. Now, don't say because the National Council says I have 2 principal passes, I must go to a... No. The institutions have now, they can set their own standards. That's why you see Makerere for them, they say no. Even for a diploma, it is 2 principal passes. You cannot judge them. For us, as long as you meet the minimum, you do not teach below our standards, you are good to go. And for diplomas, we have said it is 1 principal pass and 2 subsidiaries. But we have said they are relevant subjects. Somebody was asking me, you cannot come with history, economics, and you say, I want to do engineering. So there are those subject specifics which you must also consider as you apply. But I have also gone ahead to say that there are other professions like nursing, like clinical medicine, which for them will go extra and say, for us, for medicine, for clinical medicine, or for nursing, we want credits. Now you do not say National Council just told us passes. So there are those extras. I also want you to be keen that you'll go for nursing and they will say you must have obtained a credit either in biology or in chemistry. So you know National Council sets minimums. For us, we set the bare minimum. So now you still have to fight within to ensure that you meet the subject specifics, you meet the professional specifics that are required to that particular. Entering directly, you get those 2 principal passes, 5 passes. You can go direct. If you do not make it direct, you can go to a diploma. And I have said the diploma requires 1 principal pass, 2 subsidiaries, 5 passes obtained at the same sitting. You can go for mature age. If you are like above 25 years and you want to join higher education, you can go for a mature age examination. And there are 5 accredited centers. National Council must approve the mature age center, and we have accredited 5. Please note, if you want to join by mature age, you must be above 25 years. The person who was asking me, what do I do if I have to delay? You can then go for mature age. But there are 5, Makerere University, Mbarara University of Science and Technology, Gulu University, IU, this is nearer to you, and then we have Bugema University. Those are the 5 centers which are allowed to run mature age entry examinations. There is another entry mode. It's called the Higher Education Certificate. When you have completed A-level and probably do not get the required principal passes, you can enroll. There are different programs, they are biological, they are health sciences, and so on. But ensure that this, when you are joining this certificate, it is accredited by the National Council for Higher Education. And we will give you the information about the National Council such that you can always consult. And we are saying that when you enroll into a program or a course without meeting the minimum admission requirements, you will graduate, but your paper will not be valid. I have talked about issues of principal passes. For example, you don't make them, a university convinces you, you get admitted, you will not. For example, if you do not make the 5 passes at O level, and then you come and get your triple A's at A level, then you will not, we will still not recognize the qualification when it comes out. So as you go for A level, make sure you first of all you have had the 5 passes. And even as you get admitted into a bachelor's, make sure you have met these minimums. That's why I gave you these other alternatives. That you have made it at not made it at direct entry, enter using a diploma. You have not made it at diploma, use the higher education certificate. You want to go the longer way, you can begin with a certificate and then still go to diploma and then bachelor's. But make sure at any one time you are conscious to meet the minimum admission requirements. So what now determines your career choice? We have said career choice is determined by grades. So for those who want government sponsorship, please work hard such that you can obtain those grades. They will lead you there. They will calculate your points, and you will be there. So you must fight to ensure that you get those grades. The interest, so if you are interested, definitely, you must have taken the relevant subjects. You cannot do HLD, and then you want to do engineering. Okay? Then opportunities for progression are there. You could have done a certificate. Like for us who say we are from humble backgrounds, begin with a certificate, probably you land a job, and then as you study, you upgrade. You still get there. Market demand, you can look at which programs are demanded. This information is available and you can actually know, like we have what they call NDP3, the National Plan, Development Plan. It highlights which areas the country is looking at. There is also another document, it's called Vision 2040. At this level, you are A-level, I can talk to you about those national policies. So you will check and they will tell you our target is in oil and gas. It is in engineering. It is towards agriculture. And therefore, when you're moving, you want to move to that area. So then you must look back and say, if I want to do oil and gas, which are the subjects which will lead me to oil and gas? Who guides you? We are here, we have said that you have professionals, walk to the next engineer or a physician around here, to the hospitals and get information. Move to your team. Then you can talk to your parents. Of course, usually parents will want you to do what they have done. Mine will tell me, the teaching taught you. But what you can do is to look at different alternatives. So such that you don't say, my mother's qualification. By the way, for me, my father was a teacher and my mother was a teacher and I'm a teacher. There are sometimes when even the family background leads you there. I have seen another family where almost everyone is a doctor, a medical doctor. So, but you look at what you want. Don't do because I'm doing mommy's degree and what. You people, you're lucky you have information sources. For us, we never even had these exams. We found them here. So, but of course, there is the National Council for Higher Education, the custodian of issues about higher education. And our contact information was displayed. I will ask that you display the last slide. I will display it for you. Then you can call and consult. Now, Mbale, Dr. Olive is here. Make sure Mbale High, you take her contact. You can ask her, how do you walk from Mbale High School and you become a doctor at that level at the National Council for Higher Education in charge of standards for the entire country? That is your beginning point. The next time Mbale High School should invite her to talk to you on a one-on-one. She should give back the administration of Mbale High School. Dr. Olive should come and talk to the students and give back. They should be able to be inspired that she made it from Mbale High School and they can make it. And maybe being your own, it will help you that you can have those interactions. Dr. Olive, I have directed you to do that. We are looking at funding. How do we obtain higher education? We have several options. One is government sponsorship. We have talked about it. You must compete. The competition is stiff. Okay? Then we have private sponsorship. Almost every university, apart from the purely private, even the government have the private option. Then there are scholarships. And I did state that there are some scholarship agencies. Here we have Fawe Forum for Women Educationists in Uganda. They can even lead you to other organizations which offer scholarships. But I also did state that you need to be keen. Nowadays we have scholarships which are soiled. So you be sure that somebody is giving me this bursary and it is a clean bursary. But Fawe is here. Then there are loans, the Higher Education Financing Board, the Higher Education Loan, the Higher Education Financing Board is here. Please feel free to interact with them. Which other option have I left behind? Those are the options, and our contacts are there. I think I have said so many things, but I hope they are not so scattered. I want to imagine that you have picked something from what I have said. Okay? But I'm also not bothered so much because I'm aware these institutions are here and they are going to give you more. We call it on ground. You are going now to ask Mbarara University of Science and Technology. I want to do pharmacy. Which other subjects? Please take the time to interact with these people and they will give you more information. I have said there is UBTEB, Uganda Business Technical Examination Board. They are here. They will give you information. Allied Health. It will all depend on you. For us, we have brought these people to you. It is like we have given you food. You can eat it or leave it. I think I want to stop here. If the Usher team, if these people have not obtained water, I would like them to have water. Maybe they participated in the question and answer session. Unless they have some burning questions, and I'll take strictly 5 and not more than 5, and then I'll let you go to the stalls. Any questions? Babitegedde. I think I'm a good teacher. If not, they have not understood. There is one hand there. I was saying they have understood. It is there. Whether people, if they answer, if they keep quiet, either they have gotten everything, or they have not gotten anything. I have bored them, but let me pick a few questions.
Thank you, madam. I'd like to ask about a law course in law. Is it also limited to some specific subjects?
By the way, the law course was opened up a bit. It is opened up a bit. A number of subjects now are relevant. They are essential for joining law. Okay? The other time we used to know history, economics, and literature. They have opened it up again to other languages, to other subjects. Like, they have opened it up. But you are supposed to be subjected to a pre-entry course, even if you have got A. There is an examination you do before you join. Even when you are admitted on government, you do pre-entry. Even the Law Council has resolved that all universities should at least do a pre-entry. But there are universities, like I said, we set minimums. There are universities here offering law. And I'm going to ask you to interact with UCU's offering law. Makerere offers law. Ask them about the specifics. But it is opened up, a number of subjects allow you entry into law. But be conscious, if you want government, if you want a number of institutions, you do a pre-entry. Yes, don't ask me questions for the store. Yes, go on.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam. As it was his concern about the law, I'm also consulting about political education, because I don't think it's anywhere. But I'm just consulting if it exists, that political education is also a course, and what are the qualifications?
I'm going to send you to Makerere store. You
Okay,
can find out. But political education, history, economics, geography, those are the minimums. The minimum 2 in any of those. It is actually a vast program. You want to be a politician like me, eh? Okay. We have land on the ground. Let me walk nearby such that, let me go to the voters, such that they don't say I have concentrated the resources. Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity granted. I heard you talking on bachelors of science, but what about on bachelors on physical education? What is qualified?
Friends, what I was giving were examples. And I did state that the National Council sets minimum entry requirements for all courses. But I did state that there are specifics for particular programs. Physical education is offered in Chambogo. Chambogo is here. I don't know which other university. Purpose to go to the Chambogo store and they take you through the specifics. Lest I give you half-baked information. Interact with them. I think there are other universities. Indeje also offers physical education. Please go to the store and let them give you the specifics. Okay? For us, we will tell you the minimums, but they will have extras. Those are 2 questions. The third, that is the third. I'm left with 2. My ladies, Chichi. Eh? How do they say it in Rugisu? What is the problem? Eh? That one. I want to hear the ladies speak. There is a gentleman here. Ladies. Are there ladies in this hall? Okay, you stay in the kitchen when they say the president got us out.
Thank you, madam. I just wanted to ask, like, which subjects are supposed to be strictly done in O level for you to go for, like, procurement? A level.
A level. Procurement is a business course, not so? It's business related. I'm also going to send you to Chambogo, UCU. I know you could have done math, economics, entrepreneurship, but please go and get these specifics from the universities. Okay? Math, econ, entrepreneurship, mainly business for essentials. Is it a lady? Okay. I'm a mother of all.
Thank you, madam.
military force doesn't require you qualifications by the way subjects. They will guide accordingly. They will tell you A level, O level. Then when you get there, they train you. And the military itself has different qualifications. They have professionals. The beginning point, you can join at any level. You can join at O, you can join at A level, you can join after your diploma, your bachelor's. But if you want to be a professional in the army, it's better to join like when you are like at university and you have completed the course, or when you get there, they can train you in an area they feel they need. So here, the military training really is not per se directed, determined by us. But if you decided to do maybe procurement as you are a military officer, or you want to do medicine, then you should have this basic information. But they have their own basics. They will subject you to training. There is this training which when they go to recruit, they take you, they subject you to physical exercises, maybe for months, besides to ensure that you are healthy, you what. But the training, like the professionals, the army itself is not a profession, but they have professions there. They have doctors there, they have accountants there, they have nurses there, they have librarians and so on. So either you can join when you are already a professional, you complete your university course and you join, or you can join at O level, and maybe when the need arises, they can take you through, like the crafts Dr. Sebgenyi was talking about. You aren't here, and they can lead you to a qualification. But the issues of military are not for us here. So what you need to know is that you have other different requirements. They will subject you to them. It's good if you join as a professional. It's good if you join and you can be grown in the army. By the way, when I completed, let me tell you my story. When I completed my bachelor's at Chambogo University as a teacher, they advertised, they wanted teachers of science and vocational. I said, Ngenda. I went to Bombo, I applied, I did everything. First of all, I had tried to get a job and I had not gotten in government. So we submitted our qualifications, we put in our applications, and we were supposed to be trained for 9 months as military, and then we could be allowed to teach in military schools. I went up to that level, I submitted everything. Now when I went back to Bombo to do the final submission, they told me, now you go and cut off all your hair. You come back when you are bald-headed. I went, but when I was leaving, one lady told me, mwana wange, don't know. Now I was ready to cut off the hair. The hair I didn't mind, it would grow. But somehow I didn't continue with it. I didn't report back for the training because my colleagues went, I didn't. A number of them went, they taught, they went to Somalia. Others never even ended up in teaching. But I think it wasn't my calling. You see, National Council would have missed me. But I'm still here, I still serve the army. I'm now currently in the process of accrediting the army schools. So, but you can choose. Meaning that even after you have obtained a qualification, you can still join the army. And I would advise you to join when you have your qualification. If you have A level, they can think for you. There are also scholarship opportunities. But they also consider that if you want to do like something in chemistry, you have also had a background. Because later your qualification will fall back to National Council. Haven't we finished? This gentleman, okay. But as he comes, I would like to wish you the best, that you obtain the best experience at this exhibition. Okay, quickly.
Okay, thank you, madam, for the opportunity granted. My question is just simple. Like if I'm offering gear with end, am I in a position to offer a course in accounts?
Gear. Gear is entrepreneurship. Or is economics.
Geography, entrepreneurship, and agriculture with sub-math.
With sub-math.
Yes.
That one I ask Dr. Onyait to answer. But I think you are supposed to have math. You are supposed to have math. Dr. Onyait, this one I'm giving to you. He's offering gear. He's offering gear, geography, entrepreneurship, agriculture, and sub-math, and he desires to do accounts.
Thank you, Mary, for that. Thank you, participants. The question is simple. You are doing gear, and you are interested in doing accounting. The key subject there is economics, so you can still do accounting. What matters is how you perform in economics. Thank you.
He's doing entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship. Yes, even entrepreneurship you can still do. What is important is how you have performed. And it also varies from institution to institution. You might find that institution A is saying no. Institution B will say yes. So that is what also matters. Thank you.
I think I'll end it here, and you'll get the other information in the store. Like I was saying, I want to thank you for blessing the 14th Higher Education Exhibition. I am a mother.
There is water here as you are getting out.
Yes, I am a mother of both boys and girls. And I said earlier, I would like to encourage you to take good care of yourselves. You people, for us, we are very lucky. We did not have a lot of things disturbing us. We were able to go through the system unscorched. Those days we were saying the girls, one girl child, but now not only the girl child, even the boy child children. There are so many things which are disturbing you. If you want to excel, now I'm talking, they are talking. These are the things you think don't value, but they are the most important. And it is until when you have encountered them that you say, I wish I listened to that lady. And I always say that if I don't inspire you to think, I want to annoy you, Uganda say, in Rugiso, I don't know how to say it, but in Uganda, say, so I want you to say things like, are you our parent? But I want you to think, one thing, take care of yourselves. This is part of career guidance, and I don't think my guidance is complete without telling you some of the things. Like I said, for us, we never had so many people tell us about these issues. We never had drugs. You see, you've known drugs, my runge being sold on the streets. That was not our thing. There was alcohol. It was made at home like a mwengebigere. You would drink a bit and go. There are things like now we are talking about lesbianism and gayism. They were never our thing. We never heard about it in our time. There are things, these people come with lots of money. They will give you the money, you'll enjoy the money. At the end of it all, your life will be wasted. I will be unfair to you if I don't talk about this. The girls, I have said and I want to say again, babies are nice when you have them at the right time. These babies, when you have nowhere to carry them, they will break you. You will have all the salivas, you will have funny wrappers, this for the but when you are like at my level, you have the children and you say, I have somebody to support me. They will break your backs, they will break your chests. Let's do our best at this level. At this level, we have a lot of energy, and it's right that we use it. Think about it. One thing, again, academically, do your best. And then you tell yourself, I tried and failed. For these funny people who come to tell you these stories which are against your values, when somebody says, say, you've told me this, no. The money will come, it will go. I thought I should tell you about that. Whether I've annoyed you, I remember when I was in O-level, we had a head teacher. who would come and say, girls, you are going back to school, HIV. We all laughed and we said, when he would stand to speak, he would say, agenda kwogera ku sirimu. One day one boy laughed and said, Sirimu, said, me Sirimu can never come to me. But that was first term. By the time we completed the year, the boy had lost both of his parents. And he said, AIDS kills. So sometimes you need to listen. Something may sound irrelevant, but it could affect you. But with those words, even including the useless ones, I want to wish you the best. I look forward to seeing other Dr. Runyoros, because Mish is the one I know from Mbale High School. We have one representative of Mbale High School at the National Council for Higher Education. So we would like to let you now go interact with the people. Like I said, ask as many questions as possible. There is water. I'm told they have put at the corners. If not, this has been the point. Pick a bottle of water. National Council store is also there. You can pick some information from there. I love the young people so much. That's why I've kept you here for long. I want to wish you the best. Take care of yourself, and may God lead you back to school safely.
Hello. 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 Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The members who are manning the stalls, our chief guest has arrived, so be prepared in your respective stalls. So those who are manning the stalls, can you get ready for the chief guest to come and tour your stalls? The members in charge should be ready. You should not be taken unaware. Thank you. Ushers, where are you? Ushers, where are you? Ushers, where are you? Can you rearrange the chairs properly? Ushers, rearrange the table, the chairs.
A kiss in the dark, a certain time I can call you, a letter of love, but no name did you sign, pretending to all that we were just friends. When I saw you, I didn't know that you wanted me to be. I didn't know that you wanted me for your, you wanted me to be your secret love. Why can't we tell somebody? 'Cause secret loves never last as long. Your secret love will never be your true love. I can't be no secret, baby. It's breaking my heart. You should have let me know from the first time, baby, that you were not free to love. How could you wait so long? Oh, what a waste of love, baby. I should have known that you wanted me to be. I should have known that you wanted me for your, you wanted me to be your secret love. Why can't we you've done for me?
Bash DJ.
What your faith in me? tears. You're the only one who really knew me all. Hey, go look at me now. If there is just an empty space, there's nothing left here to remind me, just a memory of your face. Take a look at me now. There is just an empty space, and you're coming back to me is against the odds. That's a chance I've gotta take. I wish I could just make you turn around and see me cry. There's so much I need to say to you, so many reasons why. You're the only one with me at all. Take a look at me now.
Remember the first day when I saw your face. Remember the first day when you smiled at me. You stepped to me and then you said to me, I was a woman you dreamed about. into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul. When you find me, then you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart, you will find there is nothing there to hide. Take me as I am. Take this moment, life has begun. From this moment, you are the one. Right beside you is where I belong. From this moment on, from this moment, I have been blessed. I live only for your happiness and for your love. I give my last breath. From this moment on, I give my hand to you with all my heart. I can't wait to live my life with you. I can't wait to start. You and I will never be apart. My dreams came true. From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing I wouldn't give. From this moment on. Turn around when you walked out the door. Now whether you go or if you stay, babe, I'll still be loving you anyway. I know that I just can't stand the pain. I can't believe that she's the one you really love. Damn, babe, I can't believe that she has your heart. Has your heart. It seems to me she's the one that you're thinking of, and I can't believe that he is gone. She's the one that took your love away, away. I can't believe it's true that you're not in my life. So tell me, what did we go wrong, baby? So now that you're gone, all I do is count the days. I'm sorry that you didn't wanna stay, but I will be loving you anyway. You really love, and I can't believe that she had your heart. Had your heart. Seems to me you're thinking of, and I can't believe that he's gone. She's the one that took your love away. Sooner or later you're gonna see the mistake you've made, my baby, and you're gonna run back to me.
Tears I should have seen. We used to say forever, but I remember you. Your pure and simple heart. Shadows full of dark. I will always love you. I'll remember you. Summer rain to fall and snow. We knew that it would last, but there's no way to know. There's no way to know. It's such a stillness in the sky. Quietly relax, quietly cry.
much you love me, and it just blows me away.
This next one
I've
is
never
dedicated to all
been
the
this
lovers.
close to anyone or anything.
This next
I can
mini-cut
hear
is
your
dedicated to
thoughts.
all the lovers in the house.
I can see your dreams. I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better. I wanna spend the rest of my life with you by my side, forever and forgive me. It's all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like forgive me, forgive me. But you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Maybe if I told you the right words, ooh, at the right time, you'd be mine. I love you. It's all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like I love you, I love you. But you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Baby, if I told you the right words, ooh, at the right time, you'd be mine. Baby, can I hold you tonight? Baby, if I told you the right words,
Just say the word, and I will be there for you. No need to hesitate. My love will be here always. Forevermore, you will be what I'm living for. And deep in my heart, there's a flame that burns just for you and only you. Forevermore. When you need a friend, I'll be there till the end. Come rain or shine, I'll be standing by your side.
want you back for good.
Whenever I'm wrong, just tell me the song and I'll sing it. You'll be right and understood.
Unaware but underlined, I figured out the story. It wasn't good, but in the corner of my mind, I celebrated glory, yeah. But that was not to be.
In a twist of separation, you excelled at being free. Can't you find a little room inside for me?
Whatever I said, whatever I didn't mean it. I just want you back for good. I said I want you back.
Whenever I'm wrong, just tell me the song and I'll sing it. You'll be right and understood. Yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll be
Those ones behind, let's move in front. Let's move and occupy these front seats.
let's fill these front seats. Those ones there, those spaces in between. These ones in front we can leave, but those ones there, let's fill those spaces there. Yes, Kampala International University, all the way from Kansanga. KIU. Soroti University. It's a public university in Soroti. All the way from Soroti. Thank you. And KIU, Kampala International University, Kansanga and Ishaka campuses. Thank you so much. May I request those who are still outside? Those who are outside, please get in and we start this function. Representatives of institutions, please move forward. You have seats in front.
Our chief guest, the first Deputy Prime Minister and Honorable Minister for East African Community Affairs, the Chairperson of National Council, the Executive Director of National Council, the Vice Chancellor of Uganda Christian University, who is our host today, and the Deputy Executive Director and the Director, Corporate Assurance, Vice Chancellors, academic registrars, and university officials and students, and in particular, Iganga secondary school students. Where are you? Oh, they are still inside, but because they're exhibiting. Can we start our function with the anthems? Let us all be upstanding. Thank you. May I invite Reverend Canon Dr. Alex Mchakagume, Deputy Executive Director, to lead us in prayer. He'll be the one to give us the next instruction, either to sit or remain standing.
I think let us sit. Let us sit and pray together. Almighty God, the living and loving God, on this, our 14th Uganda Higher Education Exhibition, we come to you in gratitude. Say thank you, Lord. Thank you, particularly for this afternoon. We praise you, Lord, for blessing us with the presence of our chief guest and guest of honor, the Right Honorable Rebecca Atwala Kadaga. We thank you for her life. We thank you, Lord, for the tremendous work and contribution Honorable Kadaga has made and continues to make for this country and beyond. We pray continued blessings upon her. We glorify you, Lord, for the work of higher education in Uganda, particularly for the work of universities and colleges, those which are exhibiting today. We note with appreciation for their work of enlightening your people, providing them with the knowledge and skills, and preparing them, the people of Uganda, for the world of work. We pray that higher education continues to grow and flourish. And also we want to pray for the leaders of these institutions, the leaders of the university, the Vice Chancellor.
Have you today. National Council celebrated 20 years of existence, and we are having the 14th Higher Education Exhibition. But our chief guest, as you'll be able to note, this is the first regional exhibition, because all the 13 exhibitions have been in Kampala. And this is the first time we come to the region, and we start with Mbare, and we want to thank the management of Uganda Christian University for allowing us to their grounds. We don't take it for granted. And our chief guests who have not been disappointed, save for this weather, and they are saying they are praying about it. Can I take this honor and opportunity to welcome the host to welcome us, but before that, our chief guest has toured the stores, and want to thank you because we have 35 universities exhibiting out of 52 universities. And we have 10 other tertiary institutions. We have also 10 companies who relate directly with higher education. And in honor of your visit as chief guest, the students of Uganda Secondary School wanted to come and show us what they are doing, especially in the new curriculum. We don't take it for granted. Can I now invite Professor Aaron Mushenjezi, the Vice Chancellor of Uganda Christian University. This is our chief guest. It was the first private university to be chartered. And as regulators, we are not disappointed. I hope they'll keep it up. Over to you.
The Right Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Community Affairs, the Executive Director, National Council for Higher Education, the Chairman of the National Council for Higher Education, my colleagues, the Vice Chancellors, all of you distinguished guests, allow me to say all protocol observed. It is a joy for us to be able to host you, Right Honorable, to our grounds at Mbale University College. This is one of several campuses UCU has in this country, the main campus being in Mukono, which also superintends over Kampala campus. And then Mbale is our second biggest campus, followed by BBUC, Bishop Barham University College in Kavale, and Arua campus. And so on behalf of the council, the management and staff and students of UCU, my team, please join me to welcome our chief guest and our visitors. Let me ask the team UCU who are here to please rise for recognition. The DVC, the college team, and students. This is part of the team. The others are busy working. Let me thank in a special way the National Council of Higher Education for giving us the first honor to be the hosts of the regional exhibition, the 14th National Council of Higher Education exhibition. The fact that we chose UCU to be the first regional host is a testament to what we believe at UCU, that God is the beginning and the end, and that we are a center of excellence in the heart of Africa. So thank you, National Council, for honoring us to be the first hosts. Hosting such an event as private universities, whom I am now representing also, is that with all these innovations you have seen, showcased by public and private universities, we would appreciate if you sent a message to His Excellency and the Cabinet to always consider us when it comes to applying for grants, research grants that are offered by the government of Uganda. Because at the moment it's only public universities that are considered. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to allow private universities also join the competition, either in their own right or as consortia with public universities. Because as you've seen, we also have quite a lot to showcase in the development of this country. My job was to welcome you, and I've done that. I hope your stay will be here. We have indeed been praying about the weather, and before you leave this place, the weather will have calmed down because our God is in charge. Thank you very much for God and my country.
It looks you forgot your hands at home. It's such a welcome, and especially the prayer for the weather. Now, allow me to take this honor and opportunity to welcome the Executive Director of the National Council for Education, Professor Mary J. Enokwakol, to come and officially welcome us. And after your remarks, you'll invite the chairperson to invite the guest of honor. Over to you, our CEO.
Our chief guest, the Right Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of East African Affairs, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, the Chairperson of the National Council for Higher Education, and council members present, members of management of the National Council for Higher Education, executive directors and secretaries of agencies or sister organizations, vice chancellors and principals of institutions who are present, senior staff of the Ministry of Education and Sports, the political leaders of Mbale City and Mbale District present, the staff of the National Council for Higher Education, distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the National Council for Higher Education, I welcome all of you to the 14th Annual Higher Education Exhibition. And in a special way, I welcome Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, who, despite her very busy schedule, accepted to grace this event as chief guest. I also extend our gratitude to Uganda Christian University for accepting to host this exhibition. UCU did not only just accept to host, but management did invest in ensuring that this place is suitable for the exhibition. So we thank you, UCU. Appreciation is also due to all the exhibitors, without whom this exhibition would not have happened. We also appreciate the leadership and people of Mbale City for the warm welcome that we've received since we arrived here in Mbale. And I would like to assure you that we are enjoying the delicious kamalewa. Our chief guest, annual higher education exhibitions are annual events that are organized by the National Council for Higher Education in fulfillment of our mandated function of promoting the informed point of view. As you've seen, Right Honorable, exhibitors include institutions as well as companies that support or complement the work of higher education institutions in this country. As you can also see from the audience, school teachers and students are in attendance. We started this week, which we call the Higher Education Week, with the 5th Higher Education Conference. And this was held on Monday and Tuesday at the Mbale Resort Hotel. And during the 3 days of the exhibition, we have also organized a series of career guidance talks for the students on matters of higher education in Uganda and the East African region at large. So besides the school children or the students seeing what there is in the exhibition and getting influenced as to which institutions they should choose, we also use this opportunity to impart knowledge in terms of career guidance so that as they go forward, they're also enabled to make choices from an informed point of view. The theme of this year's exhibition, Fostering Graduate Employability and Innovations, is appropriate and timely as we look for strategies to address the increasing unemployment among graduates. The exhibition aims to showcase the strategies being put in place by various key stakeholders in the higher education subsector to impart skills that are required by the job market. Right Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister, this exhibition is an avenue where institutions interact with the various stakeholders and provide information on what they are doing to the public. The information is important, as I've indicated, because it gives guidance to students and parents before they make choices of institutions and programs of study. But in addition to that, the exhibition will avail institutions an opportunity to share and disseminate their strategies as well as innovations in preparing a market-ready graduate, as well as enabling them to network. It is our hope that this opportunity will be used to network amongst institutions. As you've seen, our guest of honor, our institutions are ready to undertake research as well as innovate. But for innovations to flourish, government's financial support to institutions is critical. We have noted that the budget allocations for research and innovation activities in institutions are limiting. As the National Council for Higher Education, we recommend that the establishment of a National Research and Innovation Fund, which was provided for in NDP 3, be prioritized in the budget of the financial year 2024-2025. This would solve the problem that the Vice Chancellor of UCU has indicated here, because what it would mean, if it is a National Research and Innovation Fund, it would be open to all researchers, all innovators on a competitive basis. So we so pray, Right Honorable. I'd like to thank the Minister of Education and Sports for continued support to research and innovation in institutions, as well as for prioritizing skills development intended to enhance employability of the youth. As you've heard, Right Honorable, I think Igangeses is here just to showcase such. And I'm sure many other institutions in this country have benefited from the lower secondary curriculum. As I conclude my remarks, let me take this opportunity to thank the National Council for Education Chairperson and the Council for continued oversight and guidance in these various activities that we carry out. I thank colleagues, members of management for organizing the exhibition. And in a special way, I wish to appreciate the organizing committee headed by Director of ICT Research and Innovation, Dr. Nora Mulira, for spearheading the organization of the exhibition. Management appreciates all staff of the Council for the different roles they have and are continuing to play in ensuring success of this event. I end by thanking you, Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, for your attention. It's now my pleasure and privilege to invite the chairperson of the National Council for Higher Education, Professor Eli Katwanguka, to come and make his remarks. Professor Katwanguka.
Thank you, Edie. The Right Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of East African Community Affairs, Council members who may be here, the Executive Director, National Council for Higher Education, and the Deputy Executive Director, the Vice Chancellors, UCU, and Vice Chancellor Soroti University, whom I've seen around, and Mountains of the Moon as well. directors and staff of National Council for Education, the exhibitors, staff of various universities and institutions, students, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to thank God for the gift of life and for having brought us this far as a people and as a country. Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister, I want to thank you for finding time to come and join us at this 14th Uganda Higher Education Exhibition held here in Mbale for the first time. The ED has already informed you that it started with the conference at Mbale Resort, which took about 2 days, and we discussed many issues, especially related to employability of graduates. I want to thank the ED and the organizers of this event here, and also for coming up with the idea to have it regional. This gives an opportunity to people in this region to come and know what National Council for Education does, to interact with various people, and also get some career guidance, which is commendable. I want to thank you, Vice Chancellor UCU, for agreeing to host us in these fantastic gardens of yours. I've always heard about Mbale campus of UCU, but this is the first time I come here, and I want to say that I'm impressed for the good work and for the investment that you put in to ensure that this event is successful. Going through the exhibitions, one can only confirm that there is a lot going on in our institutions of higher learning, in all universities and other tertiary institutions other tertiary institutions. We could see a number of innovations by the young people designed to address a number of challenges of irrigation, of people with disabilities, and various forms of innovations. I think the challenge we have as regulators and as government is how to help these people to upscale these innovations so that some of them can be transformed into small and medium enterprises, allowing these innovators to make money from their innovations and also contributing to national development. So as a country, we must come up with the mechanisms to upscale these innovations so that we can see many, many more coming out of our institutions. And that way we shall be addressing the challenge that has been given to us to define the role of higher education in national development and the contribution of higher education to the economy, not only producing graduates, but bringing something into the economy. Repeat what has been said, and with those remarks, I want to thank you for listening to me. And now it is my singular honor to invite you, Chief Guest, to come and talk to us.
Thank you very much, Chair of the Council, the officials of the Ministry of Education, the Chair and members of the National Council for Higher Education, Executive Director, members of management, the Vice Chancellors and principals of the institutions, staff and exhibitors, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, and of course our students who are here in large numbers. I'm happy to be here for the 14th Annual Higher Education Exhibition. And I want to thank Professor Okwakol, the National Council of Higher Education, for inviting me to visit and officiate at this exhibition, especially since the first in the region outside Kampala. I was happy when I heard that this is the first one, because Kampala is saturated with knowledge and information. 13 years. So I think it's time we went out, and I hope that you'll make the rounds countrywide before you return to Kampala, if you really need to. I want to applaud the National Council for choosing to exhibit as your major tool for information dissemination. This exhibition will offer institutions a wide platform to market the programs they are offering and showcase their innovations. This raises public awareness, not only for their profiles, but their brands and strategies in addressing the social problems. There's a great opportunity for networking. In terms of years of existence, we've heard about UCU being the oldest. Now we have the very new ones. We met Cavalry University, where they told us they're the newest university in the country. So all of them, when they meet together, are able to share experiences and support each other. It gives us an opportunity to connect with other service providers and benchmark. It's a good interaction with the target audience, especially the parents. Although I've not seen the parents, I've seen the students and the teachers. I don't think I've seen the parents through engagement with various stalls. I hope that the parents in this area will take off time and come and visit. The interactions will help institutions get feedback and proposals from the stakeholders to help them rethink as they design their curricula to meet their needs. I thank the Minister of Education for policy guidance to the institutions of higher learning, National Council of Higher Education for a regulatory role in Uganda. And I also wanted to speak briefly about the priority area number 6 of the East African community, which puts education among the key fundamental human rights and has been identified as a key driver of economic growth and social development. In Uganda, we look at education as one of the avenues that will enable the country to achieve its vision 2040. This year's theme, fostering graduate employability and innovation, means preparing graduates for employment, but not just formal employment, but even self-employment, and encouraging them to embrace innovations. The Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act intended to ensure increased access to higher education by National Council of Education, guiding the establishment of higher education institutions. I'm happy that we are now talking about over 52 universities and other education institutions. The pressure has shifted from general access to producing employable graduates. The onus is now on the higher institutions to planning to bring out well-trained and employable graduates. But having gone through the stalls, there is such a big amount of innovation. There's so much going on, but it means that we need money to help them research, money to help them improve their products, money to put them on the market, but also to protect their innovations. I hope that you are going to assist them with copyrights and patents to ensure that what they are innovating is not picked up and run away with by other people. Students equipped with their critical thinking and problem-solving skills will enable them to contribute fully to development. This will bridge the mismatch between skills acquired in higher education and those required by employers. The skills gap is necessary. Identifying skills gap is necessary to guide institutions in redesigning their courses to help improve the skills. Government is making tremendous efforts to improve quality of education at all levels and align it to market demands. The 18th Summit of the East African Heads of State, held on 20th May 2017 in Dar es Salaam, declared the ESC a common higher education area and is aimed at harmonizing higher education and training systems in the ESC member states. This is for comparability, compatibility, and mutual recognition of ESC qualifications attained. Unfortunately, this is an area which is not doing well within the East African community. We still have issues in different countries about our qualifications. Sometimes students from Uganda cannot access particular courses. Others from the other countries cannot access certain courses here. So it's still a problem we need to work very hard to eliminate. But having said that, in the region, in order to be comparable, compatible I think that you need to add the issue of the languages. We are working in a region where we are speaking, we are speaking English as the official language, but the community has declared that both English, Swahili and French are official languages of the ESC. And for the students to be marketable in this region, it's imperative that you now add additional languages. It's no longer enough just to know English. Everybody speaks English. So you need that advantage, and therefore I'd urge you, the university vice chancellors, to ensure that there's a component of language to assist the students. I urge the students to take the information retained from this exhibition seriously, and I look forward to seeing positive outcomes to emerge from this important event. I also acknowledge the need for grants to be accessible to all the universities, both public and private. And I also remind the Cabinet about the NDP3 and the National Research and Innovation Fund. Indeed, the countries that have developed spend most of their budget on research and development. China spends almost 70% of the budget on research and development, both in the central government and also in the provincial governments. So it's something we need to emulate in order to catch up and give our students and country the opportunities. So again, I'm happy to be here. I've been hearing about Uganda SS. First, I want to congratulate them because they have kept the flag of girl child education high in the Eastern region. I think, again, they were the best among the girls' schools, so I congratulate them. But I want to see, what are they innovating? Because people talk about them. What are they innovating? You've talked about them. What are they innovating? Ah, it's there. Oh, that's where you are. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So again, I want to say I'm happy to be here. It's now my pleasure to declare this exhibition duly opened. Please ensure that you study as much as possible. I've not seen the leaders of Umbale because they should be here to motivate the community to come during the remaining days to this exhibition. Thank you very much.
Our chief guest deserves a bigger clap than that. Chief guest, we want to thank you. She made sure she visited all the stores. She has really given us a nice speech, and we want to thank you for your time. Chief guest, National Council does some work, and management has requested the chairperson of this exhibition, Dr. Nora, to do a thank you in the National Council way. Dr. Nora Mulira. She's the Director of Research, ICT and Innovation, and she's the chairperson of this exhibition. Over to you, Dr. Nora Mulira. You do it from here, not from behind. This side.
Thank you, Arthur. Our honorable chief guest, mine is a simple task. In line with the National Council for Higher Education dissemination mandate, it wouldn't be right if you left these premises and on such an occasion without having received our flagship publications, which show the work that the council does and the dissemination and accountability we have for higher education throughout the country, and the work that we do that informs what government and what citizens and what all our stakeholders need to contribute to make higher education what it should be, in line with our mandate, in line with the act that gives the council the premise to do its work. The thank you that is in this dissemination package has a number of publications, but I'll speak only about two of them, and that is the State for Higher Education. This is an annual data collection for all higher education institutions in the country. If you need to know anything about higher education in Uganda, that is the publication. If you are a researcher who needs to know anything about higher education management, the higher education status in this country, this is the tool. We do appreciate as a council the work that goes into putting together this publication, because without you, the higher education institutions, we wouldn't be able to put it out. The State for Higher Education is data collected every year using a standard tool that is annually reviewed to include all the data that higher education requires to be at the quality and adhere to the compliance of the standards that the council has put in place. So the State for Higher Education would be, I would say, I don't know what Professor Mshenges would say if I said it's the Bible for higher education, but it is indeed a provider of all the data that you need. And we have the current publication, which is for 2022-2023 out. The second publication I'd like to talk about is the Higher Education Review Journal. And this is very important for our students, our researchers, because it provides a dissemination platform for you to do your best in research and to have an outlet for it to be critiqued by a competent editorial journal, journal reviewers who are constituted from you, the higher education institutions. So the Higher Education Review Journal is published twice a year in May and November, and it would feature all the good research within higher education, I would say the expert research within higher education, because it goes through a number of reviews. So for those of you who have no outlets for your research which you have been conducting, or who do not have access to a competent critic for your research, this is the platform, the Higher Education Review Journal. So we also have, as a regulator of higher education, all higher education training programs, because our core mandate is to accredit programs and to accredit institutions that are going to be started. These are very important publications which guide the entire regulation of higher education in the country. I'll stop there and I'll hand over the package.
Thank you very much. And if you don't mind, you can clap for her. And I think for purpose of the camera, Dr. Nora, let us do it in the front. Yes. Yes. Now, Sauro is adding in another flavor. Ah, thank you. This is an innovation. Okay. Thank you very much. Our chief guest and members, this marks the end of this opening ceremony, and we're going to be here tomorrow and the next day. And we shall be able to do it. Dr. Nora. Dr. Nora, you come over to the ED's desk as we were prepared to do the anthems. Are we ready to go? Ready. Let us stand up for the anthems in the reverse order. Chairperson and ED, our chief guest, we shall take a group photo outside there of the officials, joined by the vice chancellors who are present. Yes. 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 The group photo, the vice chancellors and heads of department and staff who are smart of National Council can join. Yeah. Please, I don't see the staff who are very smart. Yeah, after the photo, the chief guest will tour the Uganda secondary store. Yes. Saulo, our PRO, organize a group photo. Saulo. It is that in the corner. Yeah, for the group photo.
Working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving in a mist. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Hey, we make a miracle.
We are going to the store of Uganda ISIS, and I'm told the alumni of FAWE that chief guest, your alumni of FAWE, that they will be find you as you get out of Uganda to take a picture with you. FAWE. Iganga. Yes. Did them come there? The chief guest is going to tour those innovations of Iganga ISS because in STEM, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, which is being promoted. Now, the FAWE group, you should, as she leaves, you can take your picture. I don't see you. The Iganga students are now explaining the girls. I hope you're able to see it on the screens.
Every heart, I worship you. I worship you. Hey, we make a miracle working, promise keeper, light in the darkness. That is who you are. Yeah, we make a miracle working, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You wipe away all tears. You mend the broken heart. You're the answer to it all. Jesus, you wipe away all tears. You mend the broken heart. You're the answer to it all. To it all. Jesus, yeah. We make miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. We make miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every life. I worship you. Oh, shout out about us. I worship you. You are here, meeting every need. I worship you. I worship you.
Okay, here we are talking about, yes? Yeah, this is a different thing, yeah? So here we are talking about, we're using bottles to make a sprinkling thing, and then it's used also for dripping. Here, we use plastic bottles to water our crops, and then mainly we use it in reducing the pollution. Now here you plant your seeds, and in these spinach seeds take 4 weeks in the nursery bed. So after you get plastics, like maybe the jerry can that's using for macro, pineapple, or the polythene bags, and perforate them, we use topsoil. This is totally natural. Topsoil or black soil because it has a lot of humus. So we don't want to use any other fertilizer. Then after that, we transplant our vegetables into these plastic or the polythene bags. And we don't use any artificial fertilizer or anything of the sort as long as it's artificial. So this is also done to encourage farmers, because most farmers are discouraged during the dry season, thinking that their vegetables will not grow. But this lacks a season. As long as you can irrigate, you can do it in the dry season or wet season. Then
you're most welcome. Here we make pineapple jam. By names Chibada Docas Masi. Here we are dealing in pineapple jam. And in our pineapple jam we need our pineapples. So before we make this pineapple jam, we need this pineapple. We have to first wash it with clean water when it's just from the garden to remove those other dirty soils and other germs. So then we clean our table where we are going to cut from our pineapple. Then we remove the peelings. After us removing the peelings, we have to slice it into sizable sizes, the ones that can go into the blender. Then we take the sizes into the blender. Then we blend the pineapples into heavy juice. So that heavy juice cannot be used to make the jam. So what we do, we use a muslin bag. The muslin bag, then we put that heavy juice. Then we squeeze it. We squeeze the juice to come out. Then we get a real nice juice. That nice juice that we get the sugar. We stir until it dissolves. Then we boil. We should not overboil, because when you overboil, it will become too sweet and it will become too solid. So we boil up to a certain optimum temperature, then we put it down and we cool it, then we seal it to prevent bacteria from entering into the bacteria that will enable it like to go bad. Then these peelings here of the pineapple, we do not dispose them off, because we sat down and we thought of using them. So these peelings we use them to make the silage. We make the pineapple silage, we cut them, we chop them into small pieces, then we get the molasses. We sprinkle the molasses on the peelings, then we compact into a sack to enable it to decompose. Then after ferment, not decomposition, I'm sorry, then it is fermenting. After it fermenting, it is used to feed our livestock, because we have livestock at school. Are these in the market? Yeah. Yeah, the nearby market around our school in Uganda. And even at school, then we also make the pineapple wine.
I'm Namwase Jennifer Peace, and here the other project is vermiculture. Someone may be asking, maybe wanting to know what vermiculture is. This is rearing of earthworms. Yeah, and just this project, it is very, very valuable. So these earthworms, in short, we call them the environment cleaners. These are called environment cleaners, for they are. So, for example, us in our school, we are students deposit of food and all that. We do not allow that food to just be thrown away or given to any other animals. We give it, at times if you overkeep it, there's a way it brings that bad smell. So for us, we bring it here to our environment cleaners. They're called the earthworms. They are very nice to deal with. They are very valuable, because now you see, I not only clean the environment, but I gain money. For this is a kg is 50, by the way, very expensive, as you know. I not only get them themselves or the soil they make, 50,000 shillings. Yeah, and then I collect what they call vermiliquid. This is also another very valuable liquid. It is a fertilizer, a pesticide. So here in our school, we do not just go buy any pesticide. We do it ourselves from this. So why that spinach was looking so healthy? It's not because of the spraying and all that from the other. It's all because of this vermiliquid and also the vermicompost. These earthworms, someone may think that this is soil. This is not soil. It is the residue that whenever these animals, these creatures decompose the grass, the posho and all that, this is what they excrete. Yeah, and actually most farmers yearn for this, because actually it is very valuable, and farmers who really rear earthworms gain a lot, because everything is valuable. Everything they do is valuable. Thank you so much. So,
okay, Chepto Catherine by name. At Chigangeses, we have a bakery, and we are able to make the bread, the buns, and we also make cakes, we make cookies, we make donuts, and we also supply them to other people. Then on top of that, we also make the hibiscus juice, whereby we use the hibiscus flower because we plant it ourselves. So we just get it, we dry it, and then after that, we now start the process of making the hibiscus juice. So in the process of making the hibiscus juice, that means we have to use the hibiscus flower. We put it in, of course, a saucepan, then we add water, then we make sure we first boil it, and up to some certain temperature. Thereafter, we can now add lemon as our preservative, because we are not interested in using the artificial preservative, so we only use lemon as our preservative. And then we can add some sugar, then we leave it to cool, then we can now pack it. Thank you.
So right here we have sweet potato peelings flour. Here we are adding value, like we are doing waste management. We are no longer throwing away the peelings we peel off from the potatoes. We simply make powder out of them. This is plain sweet potato. Yes, you get them, you wash them clean since they have a lot of soil. Yes, you dry them, then after that you grind or pound or blend. So here, this is plain sweet potato peelings powder, or you can add some ingredients like maybe other soya porridge or millet flour into this so that you add on the nutritional content in them. Then right here, we add also, you add here value. So this is livestock feed. We are adding value to shells and also managing them. So this one is the shell membrane of the egg. So we give this to mainly pigs, and then the crushed shells, the fine ones, this is the eager chick feeds. We give it to the chicken themselves so that they can eat. And this also is given to the pigs. Meanwhile, this is organic fertilizer. It is mixed with egg shells and then the droppings of the chicken. So we put it in the garden so that we may fertilize it organically, and then we don't use any artificial fertilizers. You're most welcome. This is our book. You can get this. Yeah. Yes. And right here. Thank you very much, madam, for coming to our store. We are very happy to see you. May God bless you as you go back home. We started them long time, but we usually get time for them like maybe weekends so that we can teach other students in our school and also teach the newcomers and some teachers who are interested in doing them.
You know why I'm asking? I want to know whether there are girls who are professors. Uganda, is it? Well, out of what are the only girls?
Yes.
And really get money.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I think there's a problem. No, don't make them. Because what is
even outside. You realize that some girls, like we have a girl in Kayonga, she's called Flavia. She's a very good farmer. She studied the accounting but failed to get a job, and her father gave her 1 acre to begin her life. So she started with tomatoes, and now she exports. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay, madam. Thank you.
Environmental cleaners, we have. Okay, yeah, this is Honey. I'm Susan Cole, one of the technicians at Worcester University. And here we have students skilled under the SAY project with the partnership of AVC Foundation. And we have students, we've skilled a number of them and mentored a number of them. They're out there doing different businesses. These are their personal innovations, madam.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Ochitiga Ashraf. I have been keeping bee right from my village, and I first got the knowledge from her in certificate, and currently I'm pursuing diploma in animal production and management. And we have been again assigned this beekeeping project as a special enterprise, and currently I am doing it, and I have tried to come with some products here. Basically, when I come here, I said I need to come and introduce some of the simple tools we use in beekeeping. What I come here with is, one of it is the bee brush. This one is just to brush off bees on combs when harvesting. The second thing is the bee smoke, coal smoke during harvesting, and it is filled with some materials to see that the smoke that is produced is really fresh and clean, free from odor, by selecting some special materials that do not have toxic effects. Besides that, we have the hive tool. This one is just Okay. This is just to open this hive. What we have carried here is a catcher box. Just this is to increase the number of colony or the size of colony in a hive. Basically, this is what I came with. Thank you so much.
Yes, what we are doing here is black soldier fly farming. And why black soldier fly farming? Because black soldier fly farming is one of the most economical insects that helps us to turn wastes to something that it's valuable. We have frass and we have livestock feeds. That's the larvae that's used as a protein source. So this project is the best ideal to manage wastes, like market waste that have become a problem in the recent days. This is the best to do away with the wastes that are a problem to our environment, that emit gases that cause global warming.
Is this part of... This is Prudential. I come here for insurance at a
and the
discount.
school under Ministry of Works. That's where we belong. We are.
What is the Music
We
Institute
are
of
under
Music?
Ministry of Works. Okay, under Ministry of Works, and we are here to basically show what we offer and the linkage between the school and the area that is running in the region and beyond. So with me here, we have one of the instructors, the pilot instructor, is called Captain Ala, and Bill Manyesho. Yes, and we have also come along with
What is the Fawe team?
who are 1 year old in the
Fawe
academy.
team?
Yes, 2 years. So we have the pilot, Captain Katumba, and the lady over there. She's trained. She's training to become an aircraft maintenance engineer. So we brought her here basically to show the world that what men can do, women can do it better. So, yes, he's about to finish. Yes, he's about to finish. So, yes. So you're most welcome.
Our chief guest, the Fawe team, I think is ready on your way and just taking a photo. Fawe, I don't know what chief guest, they have something special. Fawe. Yeah. Professor, you're also part of Fawe.
Thank you so.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Peter Lega is my name, a program participant under Fawe Uganda. And we are glad to be a program participant for the support we got from Fawe Uganda as an entrepreneur and the skill they've given to us. We were able to use the skill and come up with entrepreneurship products until we venture into different products. We have people engaged in coffee production, and we shall hand this for you, a coffee made by our own program participant. We also engage in mushroom production for its nutritional benefit and the antioxidant content that is best for the nutrient and mineral ions. We'll please be glad to have mushroom for you. Yes. We also engage in honey processing, and this has been made by our own and particularly by her. I'll be glad to really give this for you. We have honey for you. And art is what we really believe in as vocations also practice. We believe if we don't have the art, we'll not be able to exercise the learning we have got from the higher institution. We also do vocational skills, and I have this for you. Thank you. Yeah, finally, it's a mushroom product we offer for you. Thank you so much.
Because I'm one of those people who contribute 250,000 shillings annually.
Thank you.
For FAWE. I've done for like 15 years. I don't even know the beneficiaries, so I'm happy to.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Our chief guest. Tomorrow, the chief guest will be the mayor of Mbale City.
This for Madam.
The director can receive. And have a belief that this is good. Yes. Thank you, everybody. I'll come and
Tell you, say you can never be the one. God say, make I tell you, say now you in 1 month, 1 week, you will sing a new song. In 2 days, lesser than you will hear. Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you. And you will come back with a new song to sing. God is good. Yes, you will come again with a new song of praise. God is good. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations.
Hello, I would like to have the students, especially I saw a uniform with Lila. Please, if we haven't addressed you as National Council, you move in the front and we chat. For those we talked to, you can pick water, there's some water at the tent. But there was a group with a uniform which had Lila. I don't know where they have gone. I think they are from Lira. Please come and we chat a bit.